The Buccaneers added another running back to their roster this week, signing Gio Bernard. Tom Brady and Bruce Arians reportedly played a huge part in recruiting the 8-year veteran. Bernard also said this week that the culture and atmosphere surrounding the Bucs was a big factor in what drew him to team up with the Super Bowl champs. So far, does Tom Brady deserve more credit for establishing the winning identity in Tampa?
If you give him more credit, then it's extra credit, right? Like, I mean, how much more credit can you give the guy? I mean, you give Bruce Arians credit. I mean, give this Tampa Bay team credit, but come on, it's Tom Brady. It is Tom Brady, so can we give him any more credit? I mean, it would just be piling on top of all of the credit that's already in his possession as it stands right now. So what I will give credit to Tom Brady for is maintaining the resilience and the drive to continue to put himself in a position to win yet another Super Bowl, or at least contend for one. We talked about last year with this Tampa Bay team, the one thing that they were lacking was a receiving running back. They needed to have somebody who could catch the ball better than what was currently taking place with this Tampa team. You add Gio Bernard, Giovanni, and now you have a guy who can do just that. He gives you that third down back that can catch the ball and give you that extra dimension out of the backfield. That makes Tom Brady that much more difficult to defend. It makes him that much more dangerous as a weapon, as a quarterback on the field. So give him credit for that, because he is addressing small needs that are big needs in the end when you talk about game plan for this team.
I give Tom Brady a ton of credit, but I also give a ton of credit to management, to ownership, to Bruce Arians, because they've allowed Tom Brady to do what Tom Brady and only Tom Brady can do, and that is recruit in the National Football League. The reason why he's been able to do what they've been able to accomplish what they just did in winning a Super Bowl is because Tom Brady, he draws players like Giovanni Bernard to want to play alongside of him. Think about where Giovanni Bernard just left the situation, the Bengals. He's never won. He's never sniffed winning. So now he automatically gets to go to a culture to where they used to never win. They used to not sniff winning. But because of Tom Brady and because of the draw and the attraction and the humility and the ability to really relate to players in a way that no other quarterback has ever done, in my opinion, that's what is allowing this team to have an opportunity to repeat, which is so hard to do. I like everything Tom Brady has done, but I think Bruce Arians deserves a tremendous amount of credit for allowing him to have free reign, to delegate and be comfortable in that position of saying, I am the head coach, but I also know that I have a transcendent player, a Hall of Fame player that can do things that other players in this league can't do. And he can get people to take less because he's always taking less. He can get people to come to a situation where they know they're going to have to be a team-first guy where they've not been a team-first guy. So this is all about Tom Brady, but Bruce Arians deserves a ton of credit here.
Not a ton, Greg. He deserves a little bit of credit. This is all about Tom Brady. This is all about Tom Brady. Tampa Bay missed the playoffs 12 straight years before Tom Brady got there. Bruce Arians was there when they went 7-9. Todd Bowles was there. Most of the players were there. In fact, the guys he brought in, Gronkowski was retired. Leonard Fournette got cut by the worst team in the league, and nobody wanted Antonio Brown. This is about Tom Brady. I'm going to flip it a little because I agree with you guys, obviously. Tom Brady deserves credit for creating that culture. What I'm going to flip is that he needs to start getting more credit for New England. All right? Now, I'm not going to disrespect Bill Belichick because he really helped create Tom Brady and make him into the player that he became. But when we look at Belichick without Tom Brady, it ain't pretty. 8 seasons he's coached without Tom Brady as his quarterback. He's made the playoffs once. And in New England, people want to say, oh, that was with Cleveland. No, it was also with New England. The year before Brady was the starter, they were 5-11. Then they were 0-2 with Drew Bledsoe, really good quarterback, all-pro quarterback or Pro Bowl quarterback. And then he gets hurt. Brady comes in. They win 11-14. The same guys that were 5-13, he takes them to 11-4, and they win the Super Bowl. And the rest is history. So Tom Brady, you mentioned a lot of the stuff, Greg. You know, the way he galvanizes guys, the culture he sets. It's about winning. Put your ego, leave your ego at the door. Take a little bit of less money. You know, all of that stuff. Being humble and yet tough and strong. Focusing on, you know, not resting on your laurels. Generating confidence in your teammates. Tom Brady has done that everywhere he's gone in the NFL. Tampa Bay's culture is Tom Brady's culture.
Yeah, so I see this stat that Gio Bernard, third in receptions among running backs since he came into the league. What does Tom Brady love? Loves a good check down to James White. Remember those days in New England? Of course, Tom Brady, seventh most quarterback to target most running backs last year. So you add another weapon. Folks, the big picture here is a little bit scary, okay? Tampa Bay returns all 22 starters, offense and defense. I don't believe, and I've tried to check this out, I don't believe that's ever happened in the Super Bowl era, that the Super Bowl champs bring back every starter. Drew Brees just retired, okay? You look at that division. Tampa's going to go undefeated in the division. That's 8 wins. They are targeting. Tom Brady is targeting an undefeated season in Tampa this year. It's seriously in play. He almost pulled it off in New England with Belichick. When you bring back everybody from a Super Bowl team, you add a nice little piece there in Gio Bernard. You're going to have your draft picks. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers seriously are going to threaten to go undefeated this season. Everything lines up. And then what happens? Then what do we do? How do we, LeVar Arrington, how do we give more flowers to Tom Brady at this stage of his career if they are able to pull off the undefeated thanks to all the moves he's done? Greg, you want to give some credit elsewhere. Chris is right. It's all Brady.
I think you got to focus in, and it's sad to say, but if Tom Brady has success again to that level this season, all eyes are going to be on Foxborough. I mean, it's the only other recourse you can have because you're just continuing to pile on to what that representation of what Tom Brady is. You're going to look at Foxborough because you're still trying to figure out how much did Bill Belichick play in the success of Tom Brady into the success of the New England Patriots. I think that Tom Brady this year, if he has the type of success you just said, J-Mac, puts even more pressure on Bill Belichick and what it is that he's doing. And I can't say it any other way than
Can't
that.
wait for that either. Did Trevor Lawrence
it'll be hard,
just stamp
to get 8 wins in that division, though.
a red flag on his
Just
work ethic?
6.
We'll discuss that next.
Right.